Hello everyone and welcome to another Pauper video. I've never done a Pauper video before, but here we are. But we've been getting pretty interesting cards lately that actually made the format a little bit more interesting than what it was before. Now we have Modern Horizons 3, we had some jump starts as well. So I wanted to do a video on this because Affinity in Pauper in Arena has been boosted quite a bit because the fact that we have Seed of Synod and Vault of Whispers, the deck is kind of crazy. So our payoff in this deck are going to be our Mirror Enforcer, Refurbished Familiar, and we're also going to be playing 3 copies of Cranial Ram in the deck. Once we have enough artifacts, you can also attach the Cranial Ram into our flyer here, the Familiar, and you can also attack opponent for lethal damage pretty consistently. And lastly, we're playing a copy of a Gear Seeker Serpent for that purpose as well, by making this unblockable, which can also finish the game as well. Another cool thing about this deck is that now we have Thoughtcast in Arena, along with like Seed of Synod, Vault of Whispers. All of our lands are artifact lands, so Thoughtcast is going to be one of our primary ways to draw, but we also have things like Deadly Disputes and Reckoner's Bargain, which lets you sacrifice an artifact that can go through our deck as well. But what's funny is because our lands are artifacts as well, you could technically sacrifice the lands as well. So every land that you draw in the later stages of the game, you can turn them into more cards with Deadly Disputes and Reckoner's Bargain. And for that purpose, we also play Ichor Wellspring that you can sacrifice as well to draw even more cards. But we also play 4 copies of Voltage Surge as well, that you can also use it to sacrifice our artifacts to deal 4 damage to a creature as well. So this deck has a lot of options in using our resources. And the last 2 interaction spells that we're going to be playing are the 3 copies of Titan Blade and 4 copies of Metallic Rebuke. Obviously, you know about the Metallic Rebuke. In an artifact deck, it's really good. But the Titan Blade is a bit interesting because in a format now with Glade Cover Scout, this card becomes a lot better. So I would expect a lot of people are going to be playing Aura in this queue because Glade Cover Scout now exists in Arena as well, and it's basically going to be unkillable without some Edict effects. And basically the Titan Blade kind of solves that because this one is an Edict effect and at the same time it's an artifact. And of course later on you could also transform this to finish off your opponent as well. So a lot of options you can take in this deck. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Pauper Best of 1 to show you guys what the deck does. So let's hop on over. This one's a little bit suspicious, I'm not gonna lie. But we got 3 lands and playable cards, so the cards that you want to see are, you know, Ichor Wellspring, Voltaic Surge, things like that. Or, you know, Titan Blade. Just removal spells, you know. Pretty good. You know, I do wonder, more Cranial Ram. Okay, well, I'm gonna play that out. Refurbished Familiar Waiting Room? Potentially? Pick your poison. Okay. I'll just play a tap land, attack, hold up Deadly Dispute. This is such a strong card against us. Well. Metallic Rebuke. Ooh, Voltaic Surge. That's really good. That's a little 6 damage for you. The Crystallis is very annoying because it like grows with these Eldrazi spawns. So I just want to get it out as soon as possible. It's probably one of the more pesky cards out there. Of course, they have another one. Okay. That's really annoying. That is really annoying. Now the Crystallis can kind of get out of range. Okay, land was really good. We keep attacking. We can't do anything about this Crystallis. Not anymore. Opponent? You're supposed to sacrifice it? Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on this card, target permanent. Okay. This is bad. Yeah, this is bad. Do I keep attacking? Do I keep attacking? Need like a Voltaic Surge. This deck is so popular. I'm running into this deck a lot. Which makes Titan Blade not that great. Also, where are my flyers and unblockables? Feels bad, man. I think I'll sit because otherwise I'm gonna take way too much damage from a Crystallis. Is it Crystallis? No, it's Chrysalis. Yeah, it's Chrysalis. I'm gonna have to counter twice, huh? This isn't bad because it does force my opponent to sacrifice, you know, the Eldrazi spawn. Mm-hmm. There it is. This is the card that I've been looking for. Because I want to be able to attack in the air, you know? Yeah, let's just keep attacking. I want them to keep sacrificing or their Eldrazi spawn. Because those are pesky blockers. It's a pretty good card, I would say. They actually tapped wrong. They should have left one green. I think I'm gonna sacrifice a land. Do they have to block what the crystal is? Which is nice. Do I force it out though? Let's actually see. If I'm gonna do that. I think I might do that. I'm gonna put it here. This forces opponent to block. I'll just pass. I'll just get the familiar back again. No big deal. Man, how many of those do you have? Okay, good. I'm gonna Voltaic Surge without sacrificing an artifact. Okay, short. I'll get back these two. Play the Mirror Enforcer. Play Refurbished. And I'll pass my turn. There we go. Baited out pretty well. Perfect. Okay. Seems like this deck's pretty popular. Man, Tithing Blade is so good. Isn't it just awesome? Does have prowess though. Is this worth trading? They have another one. Actually, it's a turn inside out though. Okay, apparently they just have everything. But they have to use also everything. So I guess I won. Oh wow. It's probably just better to play this out. Since they only have one card. It's a mulligan. And that is a keep. Yep. Blood Fountain plus Metallic Rebuke is such a sick combo. It is such a sick combo. A burn deck this time. We don't really care about this card. The card that we care about are their 2-mana cards. That deals damage to us whenever they cast non-creature spell. Nice. Kinda wanted a land, but this is also acceptable. Might actually just... Do I block? Do I block here? Do I block here? I actually played a Jagged Baron, right? I think I'm just going to kill this. Leave up a Metallic Rebuke for their 3-mana card. Probably gonna be the way to go. Kinda wished I drew a land there. I might go Iker because we could get an artifact land and we can just play this out. Nice. Our defense is gonna be down for a turn here. Which isn't good. Bone Shard discarded. Does that mean they have another one? Fiery Temper. Yeah, honestly, at least it didn't go face. Could have been worse, right? Oh my god, this draw was actually madness. Wow. I can't even counter that. I guess I have to block with the Cranial Ram if they play that. This is a Modern Horizons 3 card. Is it? Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna do this. I can draw a card. I think I'm going to potentially discard this bridge to the Blood Fountain. Man. Do we get... I think we actually counter that. Because we win next turn, right? So unless they have exactly another Golden Epicure, they're dead. Okay, nice. GG's. Unless this is like a removal spell. Not being able to play the Voltaic Surge is kind of bad, but we have a lot of Blood Fountains, which can... Oh, also, we also drew Metallic Rebuke, by the way. Kind of insane. Now we can have a Metallic Rebuke. This is why we play a Blood Fountain, right? I don't really care about this. I could Thought Cast here into Mirror Enforcer, potentially have an untapped land, but we only play like 7 more untapped lands, so the probability of that happening is so low. Ichor. It's a lot of Blood Fountains. No? That was an insane 2-for-1. That's kind of annoying. Okay, nice. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Permanent new control. Okay, so they're gonna return Refurbished Familiar, and then we're going to Metallic Rebuke it. Actually, they don't even have the mana. I should have just countered this. Okay, never mind. Sure. I'm still not sure about the Voltaic Surge, honestly. It is... We are technically, like, running very low amount of, red source. Like, 8 copies of red plus 4 copies of Deadly Dispute. I'm not sure if that's actually good enough. You know? I think I'm just going to look for a land here. Search for a basic land. What does Spree do? Choose one or more additional modifier. Okay, I'm gonna let that go. I don't really think that's a Metallic Rebuke target. Okay, now I'm just going to do it. They're ramping too much. I'll use a Titan Blade instead of a Voltaic Surge because I want to increase the affinity. What are they ramping into? That's what I want to know. Oliphant? Bargain? We got another... land, which is really good. I'll just go Furbished. Ichor. Leave up a Metallic Rebuke. Oh, it could be like a Reanimator. Okay, nice. Restless. There's a lot more of these decks than I expected. I thought it was gonna be a lot of like auras. So we have like 4 cups of Titan Blade, but it's not really, you know, working out for me in my favor because Titan Blade is pretty weak to these like Eldrazi spawns. I could also sacrifice these as well to get back with the Blood Fountain. Do that again. What I really need is a Cranial Ram. So I can attach to this refurbished familiar. Craft with creature. Where's my Cranial Ram? Hello? There's a lot of these that I don't know if you should have attacked there. Like, what? Am I missing something? Yeah, that's not what you wanted to do there. I'll be honest with you. Okay. They should have also chump blocked us Mirror Enforcer, right? Unless they knew they were gonna draw that. And these Titan Blade against this deck, not working out. I'm gonna be real. So yeah, if this deck is popular... Do I have to craft this Titan Blade now? Okay, mission drain my opponent. That's a pretty scary card. That is a pretty scary card. I'll just take the damage. I think I'm gonna try something. Because honestly, like, I just want my opponent to sacrifice some of the creatures. I also want to draw with the Icarab Wellspring. Yep, mission, drain my opponent. That is name of the game right now. Nice. We did it. There's so many of these decks, huh? Zero interaction. That is a little bit concerning, but it's not the worst. Because we can go dot cast next turn. Just insane. Just insane. We can even go a Mirror Enforcer next turn. Defender, as long as you can... Okay. So what is my play here? I think I'm just going to play a bunch of Familiars and Mere Enforcer. I could also go Wellspring. But I think I like the fact that I get to just have these flyers out against this deck at the moment. Yeah, probably one of the faster starts I've seen. We're gonna attack and take 6. I'm gonna set up a Deadly Dispute for next turn. Or just, you know, Voltaic Surge. To a target creature. Okay, so they're gonna zap my Mere Enforcer. Pretty good. Okay. I think I'll cycle one of the blood tokens. Okay, I'll just bring these two back. Actually, yeah, let's actually do this. Because I already have another familiar here. Opt. And I think I'm going to kill the Goblin Electromancer as well. After they discard 2 of these cards. I gotta say, like, the Blood Fountain in this deck is kind of nuts. It is kind of nuts. The familiar is actually so nuts because they just keep discarding. I think we keep this. Oh, mirror match? Mirror match? Mirror match? Never mind. I mean, it can still be a mirror match. Silver Raven. That's annoying. That is annoying. Man, going second sucks, doesn't it? Going second. Island. Island. I'll just play this and have a Metallic Rebuke up. I guess they could have a Metallic Rebuke up as well. Going second is so bad in a mirror match. Jesus. Yeah, we're just one turn behind always. I think that is game, right? I think that is game. We're just way too behind. That is a lot of Voltaic Surge. Okay, sure. Why not? Death Touch. I mean, honestly, I don't know what to expect, but just kill it, right? Just kill it. Because we have so many Voltaic Surge. Kill everything on sight. This one ramps, right? This one also ramps? I guess I'm gonna go Titan Blade this time. Play out the Mirror Enforcer. Man, their entire deck is just Death Touch plus ramp cards, huh? They actually do play buff spells. Okay, I'm not gonna attack. This actually made it easier for me. Since if they have another, you know, way to bypass this 2 damage, I can Voltaic Surge again. I could have just sacrificed an artifact, but I kind of like all the artifacts that I have. Well, well, well. This one's a bit slow, but since we have untapped, nice, actually, really nice. So now we can even go Voltaic Surge plus this tap land. Okay. Get rid of you. So now I can go land. Refurbish familiar. Play an Ichor. Now we have a cranial ram plus a flyer. Pretty insane. Can you believe that? They had 3 heir apparent in their hand. That is crazy to me. That is crazy. Yeah, that is kind of crazy, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh my god. They had 4! No freaking way. How? How? What? Excuse me? That's illegal. Okay, mission, just kill your opponent in a single turn. I should have attacked with the familiar. What am I doing? I mean, it's banned for a reason. It's banned for a reason. Wow, just triple. Is this even good? I'm not sure. Like, we don't have any like early artifacts to run out. I think it's actually a mulligan. Yeah. Yeah, funny enough, that was actually a mulligan. Snow? Ramp? Ramp, ramp, ramp? Hmm. Okay, we drew a land. I was actually gonna Deadly Dispute, but change of plan because I drew a land. Oh, do all of their cards just enter and draw a card? It might be, potentially. Honestly, this one does. I don't really care about. Let me see what I can draw. Okay, very nice. That is not what I clicked. Okay. We'll just let this stick. Mall Drifter. It looks like every card they play kind of, you know, draws a card. That is the theme here. I love the fact that it was about to have my black source when I have only black cards in the hand. Hello. Okay. By the way, I'm loving the Voltage Surge. This will get replaced in the, you know, next set because Galvanic Blast is actually revealed to be one of the special guest card. So this will get replaced by the Galvanic Discharge. I mean, Galvanic Blast. But for now, the Voltage Surge does the job, which is pretty nice. Blue. Okay. Am I supposed to kill this? I think I'd rather kill the Visionary. Nice. Yeah, one thing that I've noticed, the deck doesn't really tap well. The mana, that is. Yeah, I'll let them have a card because I can just Titan Blade and destroy both of these at the same time, which is kind of insane. Yeah, that is pretty brutal. Yeah, that is pretty brutal. I think I'm just going to Cranial Ram. Bubble Snare. Bubble Snare. Nice. We can start attacking. Actually, are they dead next turn? I mean, they could be. My opponent actually might be dead. Unless they actually had another flying creatures, which is kind of annoying. Yep. They're gonna block anyways. Is everything flying? Is everything flying? Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. It sucks that we didn't have a Kerr, but I'm doing this to just get the car out of the way. GG's. The cranial ram is just broken. Wow. Alright, so we went 17-3, which is kind of insane. Which is kind of insane. We have so much interaction, which I quite like. The 4 copies of Voltage Surge, and 4 copies of Metallic Rebuke, and 3 copies of Titan Blade as well. This one, so originally I actually had 4 copies of this, but I actually went down to a 3 copy because there were a lot of decks that were playing this card called Ridding Crystallis, because this one summons like 2 Eldrazi spawn tokens, which is really annoying to deal with the Titan Blade. Like, you do have to kind of trick your opponent into sacrificing one of them to kill it with the Voltage Surge. Like, even the Voltage Surge doesn't really answer it too well. And the fact that this also has Reach means that, like, a Refurbished Familiar plus a Cranial Ram kind of has that problem as well. So this card just kind of does it all, which is pretty annoying. And there's a lot of decks that are playing this card. So the card that I started playing was this card. It says it can't be blocked if you pay 6 mana. It's very expensive. So I'm only playing 1 copy of it, even though it doesn't say Affinity 4 Artifact. I don't know why it doesn't say Affinity 4 Artifact, but this is something you can play as like your 5th copy of Mirror Enforcer. But we're only playing 1 copy of it because this is like end game, right? This plus Cranial Ram is supposed to kill your opponent. But what I really like about this deck is it can be an aggro deck if you have the Nuts hand with multiple Mirror Enforcers plus Refurbished Familiar, and then you start it with the Blood Fountain, right? You could have some really explosive hands as well, but you can kind of play mid-range with a lot of these like removal spells, right? But like I said, I kind of got sidetracked. The reason why we're playing Titan Blade is because I thought there were going to be a lot more auras because, you know, obviously the Glade Cover Scout exists in Pauper at the moment, so I thought more people were going to actually try this, but, you know, not too many people are actually playing it, which was a little bit disappointing. So the Titan Blade, it did okay. We also won a couple times using the transformation, right? It's a pretty flexible card, even if it doesn't cleanly answer Crystallis. It's okay. But yeah, I gotta say the Cranial Ram, pretty good card. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.